Rovira. I am originally from Puerto Rico. I moved to Miami 6 years ago, and this we're currently living. My background has always been working with the arts and culture, and I work with different organizations, music, visual arts, theater. That's been my background most of the time. I always love to feel that I'm doing something for the community, and I was drawn to a little bit to life coaching and to learn more about it because you can do something like very specific for a specific person. So you can be more hands on helping someone to do better and to reach their goals and to reach their maximum potential. So behind my work is always that idea of helping people um, before everything. I created a small like the organization that is called Pat Joy, because for me joy is like our common goal. Like we all want to just have a joyful life, ups and downs, but at the end we want to say, okay, today I have joy in my life. And I work with other wellness people, and I do some trainings with them, especially with the doTERRA advocate. And I sometimes do some trainings for them in wellness. And I also do individual coaching as well. I do this part time right now. I'm hoping to just expand little by little so I can really do it full time. And one of the things that I'm working with right now is how to take coaching to a more of a community experience. How to take care of yourself, but also how important it is the collective care. So self care is super important, but you also need to have collective care. And how can people do something for themselves and also for the community? So I've been taking some classes and working with some organizations. So that's kind of where I want to go moving forward, like specializing in. So that's kind of what I'm working towards right now. There were a couple of things. One of the things that I actually did a health coach program with someone, and I enjoyed it so much. I hired this coach when I was pregnant to help me with nutrition towards my pregnancy and all that. And I love the like the partnership that you form with a person and how it was very tangible, the effects and how it helped me. And around that time, I also have a couple people coming to me from work or from personal friends and all that that will tell me that I gave them some kind of peace or some kind of confidence when they come to me to talk to me. So I was like, maybe this life coach is something that I can do. Like I for sure I didn't see myself like a health coach kind of nutrition wise, but I was like kind of looking towards because I feel that I have something that I can help people because some people were telling me that like you have this kind of peacefulness for you. I really trust you with my problems, things like that. I was like, So I started, I don't know, googling things, and that's how I say, oh, maybe life coaching, wellness coaching is something that I can see myself. So I wanted to explore that more, and that's how I say, oh, I just gonna take a training on it and see what I like and how it is. I love to learn. Like I am super academic person, always reading, and I like to learn a lot. So everything that is a learning opportunity, I will jump to it just to learn and see what happens. Right now, it's still like very growing steps. So I done some trainings for a group of people and also some individual coaching. Um, it's called Pat Joy, and I have my own logo and kind of my little small company. But as I mentioned before, I want to specialize a little bit more in collective care on how to take my main goal will be that what I'm exploring right now is how I can take coaching and take it to those people that maybe can afford, like or how to do it in more like a bigger scale so it can improve more the community. And I'm learning a little bit more about collective care, and how kindness is part of self-care because scientifically, when you do act of kindness, you are growing your happiness level just for being kind. So how helping others and being kind to others is a way of self-care. So right now I'm kind of taking courses and training on, and I would like to move my business more towards how to help um, marginalized communities, or how to help more people. And I would like to say that I want to be like a collective care coach or something like that. I don't know if that's but that's kind of what I'm working towards. And I've actually been on this time that we've been home, taking classes and looking for different certifications that can help me make that goal, and how can I do it in a business way as well. So it works for me too. I will say that just try it, just jump into it. um, is like that's what worked for me. I have no idea what really was, and I said I just gonna jump into it and learn about it. So I think uh, it's so important. It's a skill that you can use not only if you want to be a coach like professionally, but also for your own type of work. Like I work full time in another organization, and the coaching skills that you learn are amazing for just how to treat your colleagues, how to be a leader. All the skills that you learn in a life coaching program will help you professionally, even with your family. There are skills that you can actually use in every part of your life, and it will just better you. So it's something that I would recommend for everyone that is interested. I will say first that I'm proud of them. I met so many people lately younger than me that have like so much a clearer vision that I ever had at that age, and that they need to follow that vision, their heart, and work hard, and also that it is okay to make mistakes. Just stand up and keep going. We are When you're young, you think that life is this goal that you're gonna reach, but life is just a series of goals and a series of things that you just have to work towards. It's a always learning experience. So life is gonna learn show you things, and you're gonna learn things every day, and your goals are gonna change, and that's okay. Is It's a path, a continuing path. Coaching is for me a partnership of people learning one from the other, and holding each other accountable uh, towards a goal that can be health, wellness, or just professional. It's a Coaching is being there for someone in a partnership way. So it's not you being a leader or telling them what is right, what is wrong. It's more a partnership of listening and be there for each other. One of the things that I learned the most is tools to help myself accountable. It's one of the things that I've been always struggling with, and I still do, but I now have the tools. So I think that was one of the things that I learned the most. I also learned, and I think what have more impact in me is listening, active listening. Never knew how important it is to really stop and listen to people. That changes so much my perspective in everything, because you just have to listen and really listen deeply, not not listening to answer a question, just really listening to understand each person. And I will say also that during the training, you have so many aha moments from yourself and from life, like that you will never know. Like, I remember classes that I was like, wow, like this is really, like you learn so much about yourself that it's just amazing. I always remember when we did the future self um, in class, how when I was doing the coaching, I understand so much what was my daily goal. Like if I just can listen to music at the end of the day, and that's a little bit, I'm happy. Yes, I don't need anything more. So you learn so much about yourself that um, the training gives you so many good things. Like it's a you develop so many skills. It is really amazing. For me, it was a, like putting the floor of a building that I want to build, because in my case I went not knowing almost anything about coaching, and it gives me the whole perspective, the skill set that you need, not only to understand what is coaching, to also understand the business. And it's like now you have the path to move towards and keep learning and keep moving towards your goal. And it gave me like the best skill set that I could ask for, and also the like a strong base of where to build upon. So for me, my story is not just an islander. I born and grew up in Puerto Rico. Um, so growing up in a Caribbean island is, I think, is happiness for me. Like I like I was able to look at the sea, to have so much fun, because it's just the way of life is fun. Um, and I have always identified a lot with my culture and how important it was for me. Uh, I grew up with a very strong mom, single mom for most of the part. So for me, she was my role model, my role model every time. And she always told us and taught us that we need to educate ourselves. Education was the most important thing for me and for my sister. I have a little sister, and everything was allowed in my house except you have to have a straight A's and be like a super duper student. You have to have higher education. So that's how I grew up, basically, like in a very very simplified way. And that's partly what I did. I had a bachelor in humanities because I love so many things that humanities kind of put everything together: history, art, everything together, culture in a bachelor. And then I did a master's degree in public administration, concentration in art administration, and that's what I developed professionally the most. I work with the Puerto Rican Museum of Art, with the Puerto Rican Music Conservatory. I did some theater productions as well. And then there was a point that I needed to grow more. So I decided to do the big jump and move to Miami. um, I came here, and here I did a family. I have my daughter here in Miami. I've been here 6 years. And it was a start over for me, because even when you come to a new place, you don't know people, you don't have all, this you don't know about the place where you live. And so I have to go back a little bit in my career and do all types of work. And then lately I've been working with a hotel as the arts and culture person manager for them, because it's there are hotels, but they do philanthropy work. So I was able to go back to my roots in that sense. And in all these years that I've been trying to find my path or where I'm gonna go, is when I started to learn about life coaching and how important it is. So this move to Miami and all that, it was what gave me that eye-opening mind that there is more I can do. And it's a brought me through here. Like now I want to do this more. I want to be more hands-on and do more for people specifically, and for the community specifically, and help people grow up and be better. And that's kind of where I come from, where I am right now. Oh, my biggest influence is my mom. I she's my rock. Her and my sister, we basically lived together for years, and she was a single mom. So, and she did so much for us. She gave us the best life that I could ever imagine. So she's my biggest inspiration. But also, I find myself always very inspired with all these people that are good with words or with language, like songwriters, writers. Those are my idols most of the time. Like I feel drawn to people that are creative with language. So I don't know, from Jewel to Shakira in the Latin space, or to Elizabeth Gilbert, and there are different women specifically that have been an inspiration for me because of the way that they uh, work work with the words. Like language and is very important. It's what draws me more creative wise. Oh wow, I have so many, but I always remember one. This was in college mostly. I was taking an Italian course. Like it was the second year of Italian. I don't remember any Italian anymore, but I remember the professor. So he was teaching us Italian, but he was this world traveler. So he was in Puerto Rico, but he lived in so many countries, and he was always giving us these experiences. And that point in my life, I understand that the world is bigger than the island where you live. Especially in my case, like literally an island, and there is so much more to see and so much to learn from other cultures. And that's something that I decided after that. I put myself into more traveling. I live a couple months in Spain and a couple months in Mexico. I like that grew my perspective that for me to be a, a fuller, not fuller human, but to learn more and to be more grown, I needed to actually live in other countries and learn more of other cultures. And I always remember, it's funny because, as I say, I don't remember Italian, but I remember that professor really well. And everything he teaches about other cultures and how life is more than what you see in front of you.